guys, what's going on? It's your boy Roliver Queen. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing good. Now, if this is your first time on the channel, please be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications. Now, let's not waste any more time, but let's jump right in. So, Solicits came out 2 days ago, and one of the key takeaways from it was one, the announcement of the dawn of the DCU, which is the next phase of the DCU after Dark Crisis. And we also got this wonderful image by Dan Moore showcasing what we believe is the next Justice League team after Dark Crisis. Of course, this sparked a lot of speculation on who the next Justice League writer could be. So I decided to take it upon myself to make a video on the possible candidates. Now, I'm going to be as logical as possible when I put these people up on the screen, and I will explain why they could be the next writers. So please, before you get mad at them, just hear me out. So let's move on to the first person, Joshua Williamson. Now, Williamson has been shepherding the line for the last year and some change. We had Infinite Frontier, then we had Justice League Incarnate, Justice League 75, Robin, Deathstroke, his short stint on Batman. All of that was leading towards Dark Crisis. And he has teased that he's working on several books after Dark Crisis to help push the next phase of DCU along. Now, the reason why I would be against Joshua Williamson writing Justice League after Dark Crisis is because Williamson has shown recently that he's not staying on books for no longer than a year. We've seen it with Robin. We've seen it with Deathstroke Inc. So if he's going to come on the book, then it'll most likely be for like a year just to move things along. Then he'll shift it off to somebody else who may or may not be a great fit. And we're in a point right now with Justice League where, we need a consistent writer. We need somebody with a long-term plan. And I don't think Williamson is that person. But again, he would be the safe choice. Next person, Tom Taylor. Now, Tom Taylor is doing amazing work sales-wise on Nightwing. Nightwing has been a consistent top 50 book ever since he's been on it. And he's also doing great on Deceased and Dark Knights of Steel. Now, the point of contention here is what's been happening with Son of Kal-El. Now, there's people who do not like that book, but like it or not, it's still a top 100 book every single month. You guys can go and check out the sales videos that I do. And once we go past that top 50 range, you will always find Son of Kal-El right underneath there. So it's still not a book that's selling poorly. It's not selling as high as it was before, but it's still selling. And the other reason why I think Tom Taylor could be the choice is because he is also working on Nightwing as well. And he has teased that he's been in cahoots with Williamson for whatever is coming for the character after Dark Crisis. So, love him or hate him, homie brings sales, homie brings attention to the books, and he could be somebody that can help keep the book afloat. Now, we're going to start to get into issues of, can he sustain a book pacing wise? Because Nightwing has had issues with pacing. Son of Kal-El has had issues with pacing. And that seems to be the issue with a lot of his main in continuity DC books. And once again, like I said, Justice League needs to be a book that is on point from start to finish. So is this going to be a case of him, starting the book off? Maybe it's well, and then we're treading water for a little bit, then it's going well again, then it's treading water. Nah, Justice League is not a book that can handle that right now. We've dealt with it before. Taylor, we could be running into those same issues. But again, another choice for the book that is a possibility. Next person, Jeff Johns. The last time the Justice League book was great consistently or stayed afloat consistently was under him. He was the main architect. All the other books were tying into it. And this was the last time the book and the line felt very cohesive. Now, I went into a whole spiel in one of my other videos about, love him or hate him, Jeff Johns is somebody who still can bring attention and sales to a book. So, if I'm DC, he's one of the people that I'm potentially going to tap. So again, love him or hate him, Jeff Johns could be the guy. Next person, Mark Waid. I made another video talking about how him, Johns and Williamson are in cahoots. Wade is currently working on Batman versus Robin, which is supposed to lead towards the next phase of the DCU. So he's written Justice League before, and again, he would bring sales and he would bring attention to the book. So why not? Next person, Chip Zdarsky. Before writing Batman, Chip Zdarsky did write what the streets is calling a pretty good Justice League book. They were calling it one of the best Justice League books out at the time. So, Chip has shown that he can handle, multiple characters, multiple teams, and he brings sales. So who else would be a great choice? I think it would be him. So again, just a possibility, but I think this is a great possibility. If they throw him enough money, they let him have free reign. Why not? Why not? Now, the next two, a little bit of a stretch because they are working at Marvel right now, but I don't know if they have exclusive contracts with Marvel. Now, the first one here is Al Ewing. Al Ewing has been doing a lot of great work on X-Men Red, according to the streets. I hopped off of X-Men after Hickman, but every single month, this book is trending, and the streets has just given this book a lot of praise. So Al Ewing seems like somebody who can handle the team. He seems like somebody who can really give shine to a lot of characters who are due for some well-needed love. I know I've been hearing a lot of talk about what he's been doing with Storm. So who knows? I think this would be a great choice. And, people seem to like Al Ewing. So why not? Now, again, I don't know if Homie is exclusive to Marvel. So again, that's a question mark for me. But again, if I'm DC, I'm looking at somebody who the streets love, and Al Ewing is somebody that the streets love. Now, the next person here is Kieran Gillen. Kieran Gillen right now is writing an amazing event for Marvel, Avengers, X-Men Eternal, Judgment Day, excuse me. I hopped off of the X-Men stuff, but a lot of people were telling me to check out Judgment Day, and I did. I finally caught up last week, and that shit is fucking heat. Kieran Gillen shows that he can handle multiple teams. He's also writing Eternals right now as well. So he can handle teams. He can handle a lot of different characters. And he is pulling from past Marvel events as well. And again, it feels very cohesive, feels very tight. So, and also let me throw this in here too. Hey, Judgment Day is arguably better than Dark Crisis right now. Like, I feel like if Kieran Gillen was writing Dark Crisis, the book would be a lot better. Not to say it's not great, but Dark Crisis is a little dry. But when I caught up on Judgment Day, I felt the punch. The shit was slapping. I felt it. I felt the oomph. And I think Kieran Gillen, if DC was looking, I think he would be the right guy. So again, this is all just speculation. I don't know what his status and Al Ewing's status is with Marvel. So if they're exclusive, then then that knocks both of them out the park. But if they're not, hey man, I'm DC, bro. I'm looking at all the great work that he's doing. I'm looking at the reception, which seems to be great. And hey, he's somebody whose door I'd be knocking on. Like, hey, let's bring the Justice League back to pristine form. I think that would be a great guy. So those are my picks for who's possibly next for Justice League. Now, if there's anybody that I missed, let me know down below in the comments. I think these guys all have potential. There's pros and cons with some of them, but again, I think if I'm looking at anybody else outside of this ballpark, then we're in trouble. But if we're talking these guys right here, these potential guys, then we could potentially be in for a great time in the dawn of the DCU. So let me know down below in the comments, man. What do you think? Am I wrong? Am I tripping? Am I off? I always like to ask that question. And again, if you guys enjoyed this content, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications. Much love, much peace. It's your boy Roliver Queen, and I am out.